Welcome back to my channel, everyone. So I thought I would come up here and just talk to you guys while I'm doing errands on my day off. So as you can see, I am back in my EV. I wanted to give this about roughly 2-week kind of interval update. Since Jordan Rose, I took my car. For everybody who is new to the channel, I have purchased a 2022 Dodge Daytona EV Scatpack, and just like everybody else, I was having major issues with braking, software issues, and then I decided, you know what, I'm going to take the travel, go to Virginia Beach, and follow up with the Dodge technician over at Virginia Beach Dodge, Ram and cheap Chrysler over there. So I did, and this is the 2-week update. So overall, I have not had any issues. In fact, I really believe there was 2 issues. And just like in the video when we were talking about the time frame, as well as the parasitic drain to these batteries. And lo and behold, I really believe that this was going on with my car, because I haven't had any issues yet. Now, am I saying that this is 100% resolved? No, just like in the previous video, there are more updates to come, and I will keep you updated on that. But can I say that overall the car is performing better? Absolutely. So I am taking my car currently to go get it charged, just like I said, doing daily errands. I have not had any issues with braking since Jordan changed the 12-volt battery. There are certain things I will disclose to you guys on here. Whoever has the EV and is having issues, take it to your dealership and have them test your 12-volt battery. Because you remember, all of these EVs sat on the lots for a substantial amount of time, so there could be a time frame component that is basically had drained the battery, shortened the lifespan to the batteries, because everybody knows the 12-volt batteries are supposed to be anywhere from 3 to 5 years. They should not be having issues with a brand new car. Secondly, I would encourage you guys to follow up with your dealerships. Any outside additions to the car. Okay, so this is the parasitic drain that I was talking about. Parasitic drain is when we are talking about things that can drain the battery, things that can cause the car to basically not go into sleep mode, to continue to keep pulling charge from the car. These things are alarm systems. These things are software issues. So make sure you follow up with your dealership to make sure that there's no aftermarket products on your vehicles. Sometimes dealerships will add certain things to their vehicles to basically price up your vehicle. Is basically add-ons to the car. Stellantis, Dodge, formerly known, does not recommend any aftermarket products. That being said, you do your research, figure it out, and go talk to your dealership. So overall, like I said, I cannot complain. So currently I have 2,393 miles on this car. Haven't had any issues, like I said, stopping, any issues with the dashboard. Overall, so far happy, have been driving with no issues. I will say, and it's just spinning off like Socket Monkey Garage, I will say that when he made the comments after his 12-volt battery was changed, as far as you feel the car is performing better. So you're not having that jerk, that throttle body response, that jerking with the car. It's smooth. The ride is much smoother since Jordan switched out that battery and the software updates were applied. I will say as well that the car feels, in my opinion, it's picking up. It's more torque. You feel the power like you're supposed to. And I do believe that was an issue because the battery and, again, the software. One major thing that I want to kind of test, and I think already my theory is true, but after the software updates, I feel like I'm getting more range with this vehicle. So everybody knows that this car is supposed to have 241 range per charge. I initially charged when I went to the track, I initially charged my battery to 98%. It is not recommended for every day to charge your battery at 100%, nor it is not recommended to use a fast charger every day, because that's just decreasing the longevity of the battery. So just FYI if you didn't know that. Ranges should be anywhere, around 80 to 85%, and you do not want to take your battery, which I have done multiple times, not by choice here, but just basically hustling and busting throughout the day. You do not want to take your battery all the way down. It recommends to stay around that 20% to 80% range. So that being said, when I had charged my battery to 98%, I only got, roughly around 240 some miles to the whatever, the tank or whatever you call it. But when I charged it after Jordan did the software and the battery, at 87%, I had 241 range already. So of course I am not going to sit here and charge that to 100%, but I just want to see, because it seems like it is providing a longer range. Now, again, I am new to the EV, so I could be always just making this shit up in my head and making it feel like it's doing something. I don't know, but I am trying to look at numbers here, and the numbers seem to be better. So I wanted to show you guys. So the charger was charging slow, but 128 range. Look at that battery, right? 45%, 128 range. So again, I'm getting more range than what they were saying. If you're at 45%, 128 range per mile, right? 45%, you do the math. Way over, if you take that to 100%, that's way over 241 range per mile. The other thing in looking back, I noticed, and that should have clued me that my battery was draining. The parasitic drain was, I would sit here at nighttime, of course, have my car parked at the house, and in the morning time, I noticed that I lost charge. I'm just thinking that was normal when I was doing research, and it's not supposed to be losing charge in the nighttime, especially if you're not using it, right? That makes sense. But looking back at it, I was losing charge. I can honestly say now that that's not an issue. I am not losing charge to the battery, so that's a good thing. So I figured I would just come up here and update you guys on what is going on with the car. So thus far, I can overall say that I am enjoying the car. I have not had any issues since Jordan did the software update as well as the battery. So thankfully, I am so far good to go.